We are. Saria's here.
Saria's in the motherfucking game, bitch.
The
She's
bill.
coming for another reality win, bitch. She's winning Big Brother 25. She's winning Big Brother 25.
She said that meal is going to get. However, if you got to add 750,000 with 100,000 from the trader, whatever you got to do, it's going to add up to the meal.
I cannot believe she's actually here. Like, I did not.
That's such a gag and a half.
Like, this is crazy.
That's such a gag and a half that Sari is here. Sari motherfucking mother. It's crazy because I went through so many emotions. Because I was like, not the blacks, y'all. It was looking bad.
I still feel like that. Why is all the niggas nominated? Not only is Sari coming, I'm happy that Sari is coming in. But Sari has to come in, the 3 blacks on the block, and her son there too. This is some bullshit. Like I said, I tweeted this on Reality Kingdom. If she's in the game, my sister better get 3 to 4 weeks of safety. I want her guaranteed jury.
Period. The verse needs to mean that she's outside of the universe and that she can't get nommed, go up until final 2. When she's ready to win the game. This is a gag and a half, y'all. We need to calm down. We need to go to the beginning of the episode. Sari is here, bitch.
I have never been this gagged in my life. I have never been like they really
when they hinted at the 17th, everyone was like, it's Sari. But I was like, are they really?
I was like, ain't no way it's Sari. Ain't no way it's actually Sari. I was like, y'all playing in our face. But what really sold me was when I woke up this morning and just one Twitter page, the reality TV fan, they posted like, oh, a famous house guest was not at the Hearts of Reality party last night. Can you guess who it was? And it's like, well, of course we're all like, it has to be Sari because she has not tweeted about her own son being on the season.
Yeah.
So, child, we're motherfucking here.
Girl.
Oh my God. I'm still scared, but we're here. We are here.
One thing about me, I know Sari is capable. Sari hasn't went home on a reality show ever, really. She's never been voted out.
She won the Traders. She won Snake in the Grass, and on Survivor, it was always very
she was never voted out. It was an idol. It was she has to make fire. She has never been voted out of a reality show. So why would I think she would start now? That would make sense according to math. And we're doing math in this bitch. Y'all, let's get into this motherfucker. But don't be scared for Sari. Look, Sari got it. If there's anybody I need to be scared for, it's not Sari.
It's Kirsten. Damn it.
Kirsten.
We need to start praying for motherfucking Kirsten.
Felicia.
I don't know if there's another person that can go on the motherfucking block this week or what.
Or Corey can bow the fuck out.
Corey may not. The thing is, this is the worst case scenario for Sari. Everyone who's an eligible nominee is someone that will work with Sari. Corey's brother is on Survivor, and he's also a Survivor fan.
And everybody else black
people. One of them being her own fucking son that she birthed, bitch. So
anything to say,
she has to work from the bottom a little bit. That's why I really want them to give her safety.
Sari was not voted out in Heroes vs. Villains. She was idled out. Go back to the episode. She only got 3 votes. It's called it. I don't count it.
What we mean is that it was always a special situation. It was never just like, oh, Sari's going home.
She never had the majority of the votes. Yeah. We gonna come for Sari. You gotta keep it cute in the comments.
I'm sorry, baby. We're gonna be defending Sari down, baby. Look. You know I love McCole. You know I love Kirsten. Check out our motherfucking Traders recap. I love me some Sari, baby.
I'm sorry, y'all. People saying they think Jag is a twin. I don't know if that's true or not. People were hinting at maybe a twin sis because they're bringing back so many things in the multiverse. But there could be a twin in the house. That was one of my thoughts was instead of Sari, is the 17th house gets a twin, but it's Sari, bitch. So I don't know what y'all gonna do.
Someone said, what is it? Oh, y'all don't feel that her son may be a distraction. I just feel like y'all have to watch Survivor Sari. She's when she's focused in the game, like Sari's the type of person that would vote her son out. I feel like if it came down to it, she gives me, if you have to go, baby, you have to go. Like she
maybe watch the Traders to see the cutthroatness of it all. She don't. At the end of the day, she's there for her money. Her money. Her bad. That is her son. That is her son. But that's the thing. I will say one of my first thoughts was when I saw that she was there, I was like, she could just vote that nigga out. Honestly, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, if he goes home first, that would help her. That would really help her. And I was saying this too, like I said, like at this point, if anyone is scared of some sort of a cookout or anything forming with 3 black people on the block, one of them would just go
Is
home. So
out.
I'm hoping somehow. The thing is, like I said, I don't want Corey to go because he will also help Sari. So we need to get Luke on the block somehow. Let's make that happen.
Somehow, some way. A veto, a renom, something. I do just feel like I agree with Lee. Like, I just feel like if I was not black and I saw the noms and I saw the last 2 winners, I would be like, well, we have 3 options.
Well, I wouldn't.
Well, period.
I'm just saying there are probably ignorant people out there who may think that.
Who might? So it's like they finna talk. You saw what Kyle was doing last season.
Yeah. So hopefully not like that happens again. But like I said, however, I will say if one of them were to go first, I do think that will kind of help the rumors.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. That might not even be an issue this season. I'm just throwing things out there.
Yeah. Girl, so we started off the episode or whatever. First of all, Julie hinted that the 17th person was moving in. We know who the fuck that is now. But she also said, just because there's 16 now doesn't mean there's more people moving in. She didn't say one more. She didn't say just 17. She made it seem like more people, as in this week is Sari, next week it might be Danielle Reyes.
You think more people will come in?
She said more people are. She said just because there's 16. What did she say? Because I read it down. Just because there are 16 people moving in doesn't mean there won't be more. Now that could have just been the 17th, but it could have also not just been the 17th. It could have been somebody else.
I get what you're saying. I think it would just be the 17th though.
That would be great. I would love that. Let's keep it here. But they're just gagging us left to right. I can't trust them anymore. I have to keep my mind open, clearly. Boom. So this is when all the Houseguest introductions came in. I love their intros. You really got to see who was actually a fan. You got to see them a little bit more naturally because there's a lot of super fans in this cast. Let me bring them up real quick because let's get into who was basically saying they were a fan and who wasn't. Because it was even like Felicia. I was like a fan, and she was like, I've been watching with my husband since it started, Buki. And it's like, okay, period, queen.
Yeah, no, I was shocked to hear that Felicia was a fan. Like a lot of people seem a little bit more knowledgeable of the game than I first expected with these little interviews we got before. So I'm really excited to see how this is gonna play out. I feel like we really didn't get a lot in this premiere at all. Like they kept going to commercial. And I will say the commercials went by quick. But it's like as soon as they came, I mean, the episode
it was really event after event. You got to do this challenge, go to commercial. Challenge, commercial. We saw the video that we already saw of Frankie and them, then commercial. So it was a lot of stuff we didn't really get. But I will say, we saw that there's a few house guests with like kids. They can have some similarities. I noticed with Hassan and Bowie. They both are professional careers in the day. At the nighttime, they're all wild and doing the nightlife. I was like, that's a great connection that could happen. I saw that Cameron, Red, they both have kids. They're both fathers. They're both here for their kids. Sari also has kids that she can't talk about, which we can talk about 3 of them.
Which is going to be hilarious because it's like you're literally living in there with the person you birthed. Like, literally. And you have to pretend you don't know him. The thing is, though, I think that's going to be pretty difficult because they got the same face. I don't know if y'all seen them. They look exactly the same to me.
Girl, you in danger. I didn't even notice.
I didn't even clock. Oh my God, this is so dark-sided.
Corey, Kirsten, and Felicia, and Jared's not going home. Not with
I'm losing. Not me losing already. I mean, I guess we are in the multiverse because Pharaoh finna win the draft. This the multiverse.
Yeah, we are the multiverse. Killing. Because Kirsten was talking, she's on her Zoom. Kirsten was talking. I saw right when they got in the house. She was
socializing queen as she should.
As she motherfucking should. I also noticed there was a bunch of military people because Felicia, she was in the military. Red was in the military. And so was Cameron. Red and Cameron got a lot of shit in common. That's scary. Was it Cameron? It was either Cameron or Luke. But that's scary.
I think you mentioned that Cameron and Red and were both in the military. So
it was Cameron and Red and Felicia. So that's Cameron and Red probably finna be friends. They both country. Blah, 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 blah. Child. They talking about put Sari on my draft. I don't think either of us will just take. I just think we're playing for second place.
Yeah. Because if Sari's end up winning, we'll both take second happily.
Yeah.
Well, when she wins.
Sari is winning. So it's like it just wouldn't be fair for one of us to get her. It would just be one of us.
Now I would also love to offer if one of us lose, we get Sari. Because especially with 3 of my people on the block now, one of them could definitely go.
I would definitely not want that.
Because you don't want to lose again.
Of course, I would definitely have picked Suri first. So if it
Okay,
was,
sister. Okay.
or I mean, you can have my last pick, and I'll take Suri since I would have picked her first anyways. So you can have Izzy. I'll take Suri.
No.
Okay. Blue was a baddie. They said Blue was such a baddie. I loved seeing Blue like actually just on the actual like this is my life. I'm in New York, because you can really get to see her like actual personality. But
She
I
was
was
a
like,
lot more, I think, personable. Like, because like I said, when it gave cast reveal, she was obviously an alternate. So like it gave, they put her out of her room. She recorded on the wall outside of her hotel. They said, "Hurry up, you got 2 seconds, go." So
mm-hmm.
now to like see her socialize with her friends, and honestly to see her when she was walking through the house, like she seemed like she's someone that's gonna be very sociable. Also, her talking to Kirsten upstairs, she was talking to Matt when they were just up there together. So I feel like I can see Blue being someone like a really good social butterfly in the game.
Another standout, and Lee kind of pointed it out, was America. When we saw America's home, we don't know much about America. We didn't get her Instagram, nothing like that. So she was like one of the least informed information we had about a house guest. But seeing more about her family, her culture, I was like, okay, America, you finna come in and be somebody. I don't know. And then she won her,
and then
her
she,
little challenge.
yeah, it was giving Comp Beast. It was giving Comp Beast.
Let's get into these challenges. Okay, so first of all, because now I'm thinking about who lost them. But anyway,
yeah, it's like they was pulling me out of it, and then they brought me right back in at the end because 3 Blacks was on the block. I was like, oh.
They said we need to do something quick, and since Rita poured a
and champagne. That's them braids. I said, that's my mama. Fuck Jared, that's my mama.
I literally tweeted, I was like, me and Jared's mama is really gonna be in the house. Like, yeah. Jared's my brother. Like, I don't know. Yeah. So they had split them up into 4 groups. The groups really don't matter. Not gonna go through it. But I will say, when the first group went, it was America. Well, I'll say it. The first group went, it was America, Bowie, Nicole, and Jared. And America ate that up.
Yeah, I was the thing is, when I saw the group, I was just like, oh God, like, because first of all, I hate this twist. So for starters, they break them up into 4 pairs. Each to four groups. Each group will compete in the competition, and the person who loses first or is last in that competition will be the nominee. There's going to be 4 nominees this first week. This is all before HOH. So as Pharaoh mentioned, the first group was America, McCall, Jared, and Bowie. And America, she knocked out of the park. Like, she got done pretty quickly. Bowie wasn't too far after her. And then when it was down to Jared and McCall,
I was like,
I said, Lord. Like, it was the first competition, God. Like, the first competition. Like, it's just, I don't like, why do we have multiple people nominated the first week? Like, what's going on?
This is what I hate about the twist is that it's a competition to see who's nominated. I always hate that. What I like about the twist is that we're finna see night 1 feeds. No one's HOH, from what we know. You know, this first night, no one's HOH. There's not a power dynamic. There's not someone who they're trying to kiss up to. Everyone is, well, not everyone is neutral because bitches is nommed, but everyone is on a more even plane. But no one's above anybody else as a solo person, as the HOH you got to kiss up to. So I think one of the biggest issues with Big Brother has been the fact that there's been an HOH and then they can set the game up for themselves. These last 2 seasons, we just didn't see it because the first HOHs were fucking idiots. So we got lucky that they were dumb. But if they were smart, I think they would have set the game up for themselves.
Like granted HOH? And this would definitely work with this twist. They said they believe, who said it? I really think the HOH would be taking 2 of the 4 down instead of putting 2 up. I would love that. Now let's give my sister Suri HOH so she could do that. I was also thinking Haley Brooker had tweeted she thinks it's Battle of the Block, which I could definitely see as well. I would hate if it's Battle of the Block. I don't want 4 nominees on eviction night though. I would like it to be down to 2, and I do think one of the easier ways to do that would be a Battle of the Block. It would make sense because we're in the scramble verse. Shit is scrambling. Like, it's getting weird.
Did Jared throw on purpose? No, baby. He just
I definitely don't.
He was really trying.
And that's what I'm saying. And I will say this would make it interesting because no one wants to be the first nominee. See, people will throw that first HOH. You're not going to throw a competition where you could be the first nominee. So I really believe everyone was trying their hardest, and it just happened the way it happened.
let's get into the first comp was okay. It was a puzzle. It was even.
Mhm.
Bowie got second. Like clearly it was even. It wasn't gonna mess up with
Yeah,
age.
3
gender,
women beat a man, and he seemed a little bit more athletic. Usually that does not happen. And
Yeah.
then my sister McCole, y'all saw McCole in them heels.
Not even the
Mother
heels.
was giving
Because it
Wonder
was-
Woman in them motherfucking heels. I said, "Run, McCole, run!" And then when, literally, not too soon after that, it was just down to her and Janice. I was like, "Oh no, oh no!"
Mhm.
Like my girl, they didn't tell my sister to take her heels off or nothing.
Interesting. They said in Latin America, Big Brother, the HOH takes down one of 4 nominees. So maybe they're taking down one nominee, or the HOH is taking out 1 or 2. So that's a good theory.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the scramble, that puzzle, the puzzle was even. It was more about the puzzle than the running. Usually it's more about the running. The next competition, though, it was the humili one. Humili one. It was Matt, Haisam, both muscular, big ass men, Blue and Kirsten.
And
now,
this is the one that pissed me off because this is already showing me, are these comps going to give 100% equitable? Because imagine if Felicia was in that competition. They literally, it was like a Planet Fitness machine.
Yeah.
You literally had to, with your forearms, push this thing, this boot that's behind you. It doesn't give it was weighted to their body weight. Literally, Kirsten, when she tried to move it, her entire body fucking moved. And I will say, shout out to Blue Kim, because Blue Kim was trying to keep up with them niggas. She was keeping up with Matt and Haisam. I was like, damn, Blue. But in general, they were so much behind the men. It went Matt finished, of course, the Olympiad. Haisam, the athletic doctor.
The big ass. He's big. Ooh, he looks good.
A man. Ooh, he is really beefy.
When he came in the house, y'all, and he held that door with his arm twice the size of mine.
That's a man.
I was like,
but of course it came down to Blue Kim and motherfucking Kirsten. And Kirsten was so behind, and it's like, damn, another black on the block.
You know what's
bullshit?
I think they thought that was equal because
ain't no way.
But no, this is why they purposefully made the other physical competition body weight. So it's like, of course, y'all, they thought all of these comps were equal playing field because they made the other one equal. The other 2 were puzzles. This was the only one that was equal. I think the person who made this is just stupid as fuck and was like, oh, everyone can do that. And it's like, you're not thinking. Because sure, everyone can push it once, but 100 fucking times first.
Like, now, literally, the men were getting gassed out towards the end. So it's like, it just, at the end of the day, it definitely was not as equitable as it could be. And it's like, of course, the 2 women in the competition were the last 2, and then Kirsten got nominated. I'm really scared about Kirsten nominated because I can see, if I'm just speculating, the girls being like, we don't want a Taylor point 2. We don't want to cook out, maybe. We don't want a lot of things. But my sister was giving Social Queen. Let's hope she keeps that up. I'm going to need her to showmatch the first HOH or something. I do not want Kirsten to go home. I don't want her to go home first. I can't do that. I can't deal with that. And if someone said this too, I saw a comment. I really think they will do, let me just pull it up. 4 nominees. I think those 4 can compete in HOH. I was saying this right off the podcast. I was like, just because they're nominees, does that mean they can't compete in HOH? Like, that would pretty much suck. Like, nominees were able to compete in HOH. Maybe because it's Scramble Week, they say, well, you can't. But I hope they get to compete because, like, damn. Like,
I hope they can, too. I was also thinking the nominee chairs, of course they can change it, but they're literally 2 chairs. So it's like, it probably is just going to be 2 nominees at the end of the day.
You're right.
It's literally just chair. It's not a couch or anything. When they have 3, they usually have a couch.
Now they have done that before. They've opened with 2 and then changed
and then switched it.
Necessary.
I don't know if they're gonna switch it.
I think BB18 did that.
Yeah,
it started with 2 and it turned to 3 and then it went back to 2. So they could switch it, but you're right. That's a good point.
Hopefully they don't, and they keep it to 2 nominees, and one of them is Corey. I'm sorry. The next comp, it was a comic. It was the comic team. It was Jag, Izzy, Cameron, and Felicia. That one was a puzzle again. Felicia ended up losing, and then the last comp, it was literally you got to hold your body weight. This is when Corey was the first one to let go. And that's how you know it was more equal because Luke was slipping and he's the more muscular one. They were all just evenly, I feel like, struggling.
That reminded me of an endurance comp that they would do in Big Brother Canada because it was more body weight. You're not holding, gravity isn't bringing your body down. You're literally laying there and holding on. I think because someone asked which one would we do, I think I would have wanted that one. The puzzle ones, when they were explaining it, it sounded confusing. They wouldn't have gave that. The kick in my shoe one. I mean, I just had to been trying to go faster than Blue Kim and Kirsten. But if I replaced Kirsten, girl, Blue Kim would have had me because she was moving.
Yeah,
I think
I think I would have. I think I would have probably wanted to do the kick because I just feel like I'm probably gonna beat any of the girls. Honestly, and it sucks, but it's
The
true.
girls is liking Riley. The girls is liking Riley. I did like Riley a lot
Who's
more in this
girls?
preview. My only thing is that she was saying in her thing that she would love a tall brunette man. It's giving Luke.
Luke's not
Now,
brunette.
I would hate if she just was to get in showmance with Luke and then they just do nothing all season.
Mhm.
Let's hope. I think Riley, like I remember saying off the podcast, Riley doesn't give me no shade, Alyssa from last season. I don't think she'll just try to be in a showmance and just do nothing. I do think she'll be. I think all of these women are going to be very, very active. It seems like a few of the men might not actually, but we're going to see.
Sari was on the episode, Buki. Somebody said they confused. Sari was on at the very
Baby,
end.
you got to get on your Zoom.
You got to get on your Zoom. I'm not even going to explain. You got to get on your Zoom. You got to go back to the episode and get on your Zoom. So when Corey lost, he was pulled out of the world.
Yeah, I don't know where he at.
And Jules
he in the upside down, probably.
Jules was like, "Where's Corey? We got to find out where he is." A part of me,
it better not be nowhere with safety.
That's what I was saying. That's why I was scared. I was scared because I was like, I hope he ain't got no safety. But I was happy because while the black people are socializing, he's gone. So,
but like, I still like at this point, fuck all the bullshit. I'm here for Sari. I need Sari with the most numbers as possible. So I want all 4 nominations to be safe, and we get another person up there.
Yeah, because we can still do a POV. Because the thing, they're probably going to do an HOH competition sometime soon. That HOH is probably going to take 2 of the noms off, and then there's still probably going to be
a battle block, which is the same aspect. 2 of them will come off.
That too, and then I think there's still going to be a veto because that's the thing. Sunday episode, they're going to show HOH, and probably the 2 let's say hypothetically the 2 noms he takes off. Then next Wednesday, it's going to be a veto comp. Boom, final nominees. I feel like it could just get.
Is this T? Kirsten was telling everyone Sari was Jared's mom. Is that T? Is that for real? Anyone else see this?
Y'all saw that? How would she know?
Not Kirsten, girl.
She did not clock. I don't think Kirsten.
But
she wasn't even saying.
Look, she said, "Look, one of us gotta go."
She clocked.
She said, "One of us gotta go."
But that thing, that might not be the way she needs to go because Sari.
Oh, everyone's saying, yeah, she was.
Girl. I don't trust y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, I don't trust y'all. I'm waiting for the feeds. Which is how Sari's pointing at Jared. I saw that too, but I was like, is she pointing at Jared or is it just like a black like, oh, Sari? I'm not gonna stay by that until.
Well, that nigga going home first.
Girl, send me the link. At us.
At us. Yeah, I want to see that T.
Cause what the hell? Y'all lying. I just know they lying. I don't trust them.
Girl, so we're about to get Kirsten ass up out of here if that's the motherfucking case.
That's what I'm saying. She shouldn't have done it if that's the case. Now Kirsten has to go.
Either she gonna go home or Jared really just gonna go home, which honestly might be better for Sari. But
I'm thinking.
That could be nasty. Why would she set her up like that? And you know what though? At the end of the episode, did you see how Jared and Izzy were doing this little handshake thing? And they were like, like it was like a little secret handshake type shit. So I don't know if Izzy may have also clocked and that we're bonding over that, or if they talked somewhere off camera. To me, it gave she knew, and she was telling him, "Well, nigga, I know." Yeah. He was like, "Well, can you keep my secret?" But you know what? We fuck with Izzy. Because Izzy is fucking with the blacks. She said, "I love Tiffany. I love Davon." I said, "See, y'all was dragging Izzy. Y'all was dragging my good sister Izzy, but Izzy gonna be working with the niggas."
Girl, we gotta get with it. Get right or get tight, period. I love this cast, though. I love this cast.
Now, is that really what that girl said up there did? Like, she really stood up there with a
I didn't see the link.
T like that?
They still ain't added me.
At TRK or Pharaoh, one of us, somebody. I want to see that T if that's the truth. But that would be a really bad setup for them because I do think they could play it off. Maybe, like I said, the face. They look so much like
they look like
the lips, the lips, the nose, like all of this right here. It's the exact same. So honestly, Jared ass might be out of here.
So Lee, that's you in the house to read your mama. Do y'all need to just decide to just tell everybody, or do y'all need to lie and get caught?
If what the chat is saying is true, and it seems like from what I'm thinking, Izzy may know. Corey damn sure gonna know. They need to go ahead and tell people. But like with him being one of the first nominees, he's gonna need veto to get up out of this. And if they're not giving Sari safety, if they're not giving Sari safety, then she can end up on the block. Like it better be. They better be giving my sister safety because I cannot deal with that. I cannot.
They're gonna form an alliance. Sari knows how this shit works, so Sari's probably gonna make an alliance tonight on feeds. Suri's probably going to make an alliance tonight because you have no other choice. You have to. It's night one. You make alliances night one anyways. Get into it. So we got to
And
see.
there is no HOH.
On the
we probably won't get an HOH until tomorrow or even maybe Friday. Which would be really interesting because you can get a few a day or so with just no power structure, with no leader of the house. Now I will say these last 2 seasons they had the HOH wasn't the one necessarily making the majority alliance that ran throughout the season. Frenchie tried, but girl, nobody was following along with that. And then of course Daniel flop ass didn't do none of that shit. So it'll be really interesting to see how it's gonna go. Like people who said they were going for the first HOH was Corey, but he's now a nominee. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do it now. I think Haisang would probably go for it. Matt definitely said he would want to go for it. So I don't know. Like I feel like we left this premiere with so little information. It isn't a 2-night premiere. We have to wait for Sunday for anything else. Like I'm hoping we'll
go to feeds.
We have the feeds. But it's like, damn, the video starting off like pretty slow.
It did look like Kirsten was telling everybody.
Oh my gosh, you send it.
They sent it to TRK. Girl, it literally looks like they walk in the house. Kirsten laughs, Jared's laughing, and then Kirsten is like literally pulling people a little bit to her side, like no, she gagged them. She pulled 2 people to the side, pointing, whispering and shit. It's like why you backing up?
Oh girl, Jared, you're out of here, mama.
I'm voting him out. What are you doing?
I'm voting him out. But that's the thing. This scares me because like. Would they not just?
She gotta do what she gotta do. Don't be mad at Kirsten. I'm sorry,
girl. I don't know what to think now. I don't know what to think. Someone said Sabrina's not going on the block. I know she's not, but I need her to have safety for 3 weeks. But I don't trust it now.
My thing is, Jared first boot over his mama. I mean, bow out, boo. I'm sorry. If I had to pick Jared or Serene, one has to go. He should want to come. At
this point, everything is really just speculation. Because, like, once they all 4 ended, did she say anything else special? I mean, other than
find out where Corey's at.
Yeah, we don't know where Corey's at. Do you think? Someone said in the chat earlier, he may come back like Sam. You know how Sam came back as the robot.
Oh, you know what? They could. They're trying to do everything.
By Corey. No, that would gag me. Someone said. Not Lee has 3 picks in the block, but Jared's still going. Not as scrambled as we thought. Gag him.
Dead ass.
Damn, so at this point, who do you think will work together? Like, who do you think?
I think Cerise's gonna build the first alliance because she needs to, because her son's on the block. Either her or her son. I think they're gonna build the first little group. I would like to say that that would make it feel a little bit more people of color in it, to be honest. Or just girls. It could just be a lot of girls. So in my opinion, the people who might get along, but that thing, Corey probably knows them. So maybe Corey. Izzy seems like she knows, so maybe Izzy. And I would just want Nicole to be in it, so I would say Nicole. So it could be like more of a diverse group of people, just because Corey knows them. So it could be Corey, Jared, Tari for sure. That's 3. Then it could be, they bring in Izzy and Nicole, whoever is cool with them, whoever is being. I think you need to get cool with Sari or Jared because I think they're actually going to build the first group. And I think that's going to ensure Jared can get the votes to stay because that's going to be what I would do if I was Sari. And I'm pretty sure Sari has the chops to make it the first alliance. She's also safe, or at least she thinks she's safe. Right?
Well, I think she probably will be safe. There's no way you bring her in this special kind of way. Like, clearly, she didn't go in with them. They brought her in. Usually when someone is coming in that special type of way, they have some form of safety. And I'm really excited about that. And I was also saying off the podcast, like, now that there are 3 Black people on the block, Cerise's in the game, I definitely feel like there may be some form of like cookout situation because now it's something to spark a conversation. Like, you have 3 Black people.
We all
like it's starting off really nasty. Like I could see something like that taking place and then being like, well, we need to I think there's a good chance one of them could be going this week, unfortunately. But I can see moving forward, the other 4 stick together in tandem, especially like because Cerise, like, she is a gamer, and I know she realizes that is something that's going to benefit her. If you watched her season of The Traders, most of the people she worked with that season were the diverse minorities and people of color. That's why it was it Andy was their name and Quentin in the end with her, because those were some of her closest allies. She works with diverse groups, and she also works with a lot of women. So I can see her potentially locking in some women together, and maybe they don't vote out Jared, but they vote out Corey. Those things can happen, but that also can be upended depending on who's their first HOH. Now, I'm interested to see how, because Sari is a very great social player. She doesn't win necessarily that many challenges in Survivor, but she is a great social and strategic maneuverer. So it's going to be interesting to see how she works this game. Is Sari going to be, like, let's say Matt's the first HOH. Is she going to be in Matt's HOH room creating the first 100%. Alliance with Matt? You know, 100%. Like, I see her with those alliances type allegiances with even a Matt archetype. She can work with anybody.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
someone Sari, like, honestly, like, if you do not know Sari in Survivor, just think Tiffany Mitchell of Survivor, but she's the original. So I can see her being that type of social player where it doesn't matter the type of person, they'll all be enthralled with her. So as long as she can get past this potential Jared thing, she might be good. It's just there's a lot happening at once. She's coming in, Jared's her son, Kirsten exposed them, 4 people on the block. It's a lot going on. She may or may not have safety. I'm just like, we need more information, point blank period.
Yeah, we do. Sari always works with multiple type of people. Like, the type of person Matt is, if he wins the first HOH, she worked with someone just like him on her first season of Survivor. So she's good. I think, honestly, work with Sari or you going home. Get with the team, because I just know she's going to be the most active. She knows how to play this game. She's so experienced. This is her 6th social strategy game. She's played 4 Survivor seasons.
What is Sari's best season?
And the trainers.
Survivor Micronesia, right? Isn't that?
Micronesia is her.
Is Micronesia favorites? Okay, yeah.
That's like Survivor 12 or something. I mean, 14 or 16. 12, 14, or 16. One of those Survivor seasons.
Her first season is also really interesting. Pearl Islands. Basically, her first two, and then if you want to see like her most recent gameplay would be in Survivor Game Changers, where it's like literally she showed how she could be great at this game in different eras. Like she has dominated Survivor in like 4 different eras, you know. So I'm really interested to see if she can bring that to Survivor. But I just think there's a lot of things going against her. I hear what you're saying. It's just the dynamics of Big Brother is so different. So I'm just really wondering to see how that's going to take place, especially when there's no first HOH. But if it's like, for example, Izzy and Jared, that's already something.
Yeah.
So, and I do think it won't be hard for them to get Nicole's vote. She's off the block. And where do we go from there?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm scared. Panama, Panama, not Pearl Islands.
It is Panama.
Okay.
Pearl Islands was that other girl, Parvati's first season, I'm pretty sure. So I think it was Panama.
Parvati was
Cook Islands. Pearl Islands was Sandra's first season 7.
Yeah, which is also a great season. But you're right. Sari's first season is Panama. She also played in the first version of their fan versus favorites. She's a great player. Like, she's like, honestly, and it's going to be really interesting. Like, I don't think it's going to be hard for her to adapt it to Big Brother, because Big Brother is also a very social game. But as I've mentioned, like, there's so much riding against her at this point.
I think she's good. Honestly, I think for Big Brother, because I've always felt like Survivor, it's harder to not go home because everyone can always get a vote each week. With Sari, all she has to do is not be a nominee. And I don't think it's going to be that difficult for someone who's so good at these games like that. She just has to convince one person. She's been convincing entire tribes for decades at this point. I'm not that worried. I'm actually chilling. Like, she should be good. But girl, we'll see. Honestly, because that's mama's. I'm ready for these feeds, really. I think, what time do the feeds usually on? After the airing of that other state. After that other state airs. So like in 3 hours, right? Oh, they have a timer. They literally have a timer on Paramount.
West Coast time. It usually ends after West Coast time. Someone said next year she's going to be in Amazing Race. Definitely. Like, she's already done Survivor. She's whether she eats Big Brother or not, I think her and Jared will be on Amazing Race next year. Point blank period. The chat saying 12:30 a.m. I think 12:30 Eastern. 1 a.m. I think 3 hours. There's a lot of different answers. Ciao.
So 2 hours, 3 hours from now, girl, we'll see. But boom, we're here.
We're not giving anyone Sari in the draft. If we're gonna give, who's gonna get Sari in the draft? No one's getting Sari in the draft. Pharaoh doesn't lose.
Whoever gets second place wins. That's that on that.
Yeah, I really feel like there's
honestly,
not, like,
After this premiere, it's giving I'm finna win.
This first episode, like honestly, just I wish there was more to recap, but like it gave like we got the intros from the people, and then they kept going to commercial, and then they had the competitions. It was not it went by very quickly.
Yeah,
it was crazy because it's a 90-minute premiere, but like it really went by really, really fast. Like honestly, the biggest buildup was the Cerie intro, and it ate. Honestly, it served.
Yeah, literally. I don't know. Any more thoughts from the premiere? I don't really have that thing. We got everything we said. I'm just excited for the feeds. I'm really just excited for the feeds. Y'all be on the lookout because we go live every Tuesday and then every live eviction on Thursday. But between here and now, we're probably gonna give y'all some updates. So be on the lookout, have your notifications on, be subscribed because we are gonna go live and give y'all some updates on the feeds. If y'all don't have the information, we could get some information for you if shit happens. Okay? If shit popping off, we gonna be popping off. So just be on the lookout, subscribe, make sure y'all follow us at T Reality Kingdom because we probably also gonna give updates on Twitter. So make sure you go to our Twitter and follow us there, follow us everywhere. And boom, I mean, that's it. Lee, anything else?
No. We got a Rufus Cerie, y'all. Pray for my sister Cerie. Honestly, pray for all the blacks on the block. All of them.
Blacks on the block. The beat on the
period.
But yeah, girl, we here. Oh well, we're out.
We're out.
I know
period.